Hello everyone. Digital electronics is discussed under three sections. The first section is Boolean algebra. In this section, the law of Boolean algebra are discussed. The second section is the combination of logic circuits. In this section, the law of the Boolean algebra are applied. And in these logic circuits, the output is function of the latest inputs, and these circuits do not have any memory. The third section is the sequential circuits. The output of these circuits depends not only the latest input but also on the condition of the previous inputs. These circuits can be used for the memory purpose. Now we will define the Boolean algebra. It is a conventional and systematic way of expression and analyzing the operation of digital circuits and systems. The Boolean algebra includes three basic laws. The first one is the NOT law, the second one is the OR law, and the third one is the AND law. We will discuss these laws one by one. NOT law: if the input is under a NOT operation is 1, then after NOT operation output will be 0. If input is 0 under NOT operation, then output will be 1. The NOT function is basically represented by bar on a symbol. It is written like A bar. Here A is the input signal and bar represents the NOT function. You also must note that A double bar is equal to A. Here you can also think that 1 represents the on state and 0 represents the off state of a switch. So if a switch is in on state, after NOT operation it will be in off state. If a switch is in off state, after NOT operation it will be in on state. The second law is the OR law. It is represented by plus, and the sum laws for all functions are as A plus 0 is equal to A. Here A is any number, it can be 1 or 0 in Boolean algebra. So A is either 1 or 0. The second is A plus A is equal to A. The third one is A plus 1 is equal to 1. And the fourth is A plus A bar is equal to 1. Suppose we take A is equal to 1. Then we see that 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Again 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. And 1 plus A is equal to 1. So A bar will be 0. So 1 plus 0 is also equal to 1. If we take A equal to 0, then we see that how we can find the output. Now see, 0 plus 0 will be 0. Again 0 plus 0 will be 0. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. And 0 plus 0 bar will be 1. So here we will find 1. The third law is the AND law. It is represented by both function are A dot 0 is equal to 0, A dot A is equal to A dot 1 is equal to A dot A bar is equal to 0. Similarly here, if we consider A is equal to 1, then you can see that 1 dot 0 is equal to 0, 1 dot 1 is equal to 1, 1 dot 1 is equal to 1, 1 dot 1 bar will be 0, so 1 dot 0 will be 0. If I consider A is equal to 0, then you can see that 0 dot 0 will be equal to 0, again 0 dot 0 will be 0, 0 dot 1 will be 0, and 0 dot 0 bar will be 1, so 0 dot 1 will be 0. There are some other laws which can be used in digital electronics. The first one is the commutation law. If there are two variables A and B, then by the OR operation we can write A plus B is equal to B plus A, means the position of the inputs under OR operation can be changed, then the output will remain the same. Similarly, for the AND operation, if the position of the inputs are interchanged, then the output under AND operation will remain same. So we can write A dot B is equal to B dot A. Next is association laws. These are used for OR function and AND functions as A plus B in bracket plus C is equal to A plus B plus C in bracket. Here A plus B are combined, and after OR operation we will find an output here. That output will be taken with the variable C under OR operation, so finally you will obtain an output. It will be same when you combine together B and C. After OR operation you will find here an output. That output will be taken with A under OR operation, and you will find an output of here also. So in both the cases the output will be same. Similarly, in multiplication case, here you can see that A dot B bracket dot C can be written as A dot bracket B dot C. So in both the case the output will remain the same. Next is distribution laws. A dot B plus C, if there are three variables, then it can be written as A dot B plus A dot C. Here A will be distributed on both B and C under OR operation. If there is suppose the fourth variable D, then it can be written as A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D. Similarly, for A plus B dot C, it will be written as A plus B dot A plus C. If there is the fourth variable D, then we will write it as A plus B dot A plus C dot A plus D. Next is the absorption law. This is very important in solving the Boolean expressions, and it is A plus A dot C in bracket is equal to A, and the next is A dot A plus C is equal to A. We can prove this, that A plus A dot C is equal to A. Let us say A plus A dot C. Now if we take the dot 1 with this A, then it will be A dot 1 will be A plus AC. Because the second variable here is C, so we can write this one as C plus C bar. So it will be A in bracket C plus C bar plus AC. When we multiply it, it becomes AC plus AC bar plus AC. Now AC plus AC, it is like A plus A, and it will be equal to A, so it will be AC plus AC bar. Now we can take common A here, so C plus C bar will be 1, so A into 1 will be A. So thus we can prove that A plus A dot C is equal to A, and similarly we can prove A dot A plus C is equal to A. Next is the De Morgan's law. These are very important in solving the Boolean expressions. The first De Morgan law is that A plus B plus C, if there are three variables, then complement of these will be equal to A bar dot B bar dot C bar. The second law is that A dot B dot C whole complement is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. In a simple expression like A plus B plus C or A dot B dot C, we can find De Morgan's law in 3 steps. In the first step, the plus will be changed to dot, or you can say that or will be replaced by and or vice versa. In the second step, we will put a bar on each term. In the third step, complement the whole expression. Now you can see here that, let us say your expression is like A plus B plus C. So in the first step, we will write it as that plus will be converted into dot. So it will be A dot B dot C. Now this is your first step. Now the second step is complement of each term. So we will complement each term. A dot B dot C. Here you can see that we have applied the bar, so it will be A bar or A complement, B complement, C complement. The third step is that complement the whole expression. So in the third step, we will complement the whole expression, which was A bar dot B bar dot C bar. So we will have like this. So we can write A plus B plus C is equal to A bar dot B bar dot C bar whole bar. Now you can see, if you again complement of this term, then we will have A bar dot B bar dot C bar. On the right side, it is equal to, you see here, A plus B plus C. So the complement of this will be A plus B plus C whole bar, which is your first De Morgan. You see here that this is your first De Morgan law. A plus B plus C whole bar is equal to A bar dot B bar dot C. Similarly, for the multiplication case, A dot B dot C is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar and complement of whole. Here you see that first we will convert dot into plus, so it will be A plus B plus C. This is your first step. In the second step, we will complement of each term. It will be A bar plus B bar plus C bar. And in the third step, we have to complement whole term. So it will be A bar plus B bar plus C bar and complement of whole. Again, if you complement the third step, then you will see that it will be equal to, you can see here, it will be A bar plus B bar plus C bar, because complement of this will be, it is like your A bar, and complement of this, it will give you A. So here you will, if you complement this term, then you will find A bar plus B bar plus C bar. On the left side you have A dot B dot C. So you have to complement this, then it will be A dot B dot C whole complement, and you can see that this is your second De Morgan's law. So we can prove or find the De Morgan's law by using these three steps. For the two variables, we can write De Morgan's law like A plus B complement is equal to A bar dot B bar, and the second is A dot B whole bar can be written as A bar plus B bar. Now we will solve some numerical problems. The first problem is that x plus p in bracket q plus w bracket z plus x bar w plus nq in bracket is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, then we have to find the value of z. See here that when we put the value of x is 1, then we know that your x bar will be 0, so we will put here 0, and 0 into this expression will result into 0. So your output will be like 1 plus p q plus w into z is equal to 1, it is given. So here it is like 1 plus a form. You know that 1 plus a is equal to 1, so it will be 1 into z is equal to 1, so you can see that z is equal to 1. The second problem is that find the minimized expression of y is equal to a plus b in bracket a plus b bar in bracket a bar plus b in bracket and a bar plus b bar in bracket. Now if you see here the first two brackets, the first term is common to both the brackets. Similarly in the last two brackets, again the first term is common to both the brackets. So we can use the distributive law here for the first two brackets and then for the last two brackets. So when we use the distributive law for the first two brackets, it will be written as a plus bb bar dot, for the last two bracket we can write a bar plus bb bar. You know that bb bar is equal to 0, so a plus 0 dot will be a bar plus 0, and a plus 0 is equal to a dot a bar, so it will give you 0. The next problem is that y is equal to a plus b plus c in bracket a plus b plus c bar in bracket a plus b bar plus c in bracket. We have to minimize it. Here if you see the first two brackets, then you see that a plus b is common to both the brackets, so we can assume it as, let us say, equal to x. So it will be x plus c bar, and in bracket a plus b bar plus c. Now here we can apply the distributive law. It is x plus c in bracket x plus c bar. So first term is here common, so we can write it as x plus c bar, and the second bracket is a plus b bar plus c. So here you see that c bar is equal to 0, so it will be x plus 0 will be x bracket a plus b bar plus c. Now we will write x is equal to a plus b dot a plus b bar plus c in bracket. Now you see here that in the two brackets the first term is common, and the second term is here b, and here b bar plus c can be assumed as the third term. So according to the distributive law, we can write it as a plus b, b bar plus c in bracket. It is like that 1 plus 2 into 3 can be written as 1 plus 2 in bracket into 1 plus 3. So here a plus b, b bar plus c. This is your first term, this is your second term, and this is your third term. So when we solve it, we will find a plus b bar plus bc. You know that b bar is equal to 0, so your result will be a plus bc. The next problem is that y is equal to a bar b bar c bar plus a bar b bar c plus a bar b c bar plus a b bar c bar. We have to minimize this term. Now in the first two expression, if you see a bar b bar c bar plus a bar b bar c, you can see that a bar b bar is common, so we will write a bar b bar c bar plus c in bracket. Similarly, for the third and fourth term, we will write it these terms as it is a bar b c bar plus a b bar c bar. Now c bar plus c will be 1, so your term will be a bar b bar plus a bar b c bar plus a b bar c bar. Now in the first two expression, you can take out a bar, so it will be b bar plus b c bar in bracket plus a b bar c bar. Here we can use the distributive law, and it can be written as a bar. For this bracket, it will be b bar plus b dot b bar plus c bar plus a b bar c bar. Now b bar plus b is equal to 1, you know, so 1 into bracket b bar plus c bar will give you b bar plus c bar, so it will be a bar in bracket b bar plus c bar plus a b bar c bar. So when you multiply it, it becomes a bar b bar plus a bar c bar plus a b bar c bar. Now in the last two expression, you see that c bar is common, so you can write c bar in bracket a bar plus a b bar. Here again you can use the distributive law, so it will be written as a bar plus a dot a bar plus b bar. So it will be a bar b bar plus c bar, a bar plus a is equal to 1, so when we multiply 1 in bracket a bar plus b bar, we will find a bar plus b bar, so it will be c bar in bracket a bar plus b bar. Finally your expression becomes a bar b bar plus c bar a bar plus c bar b bar. The next problem is that y is equal to a bar b bar c plus a bar b c bar plus a bar b c plus a b c. You have to minimize this term. Now here you see in the last two expressions, you can see that bc is common to both these expressions, so you can take out bc. So in bracket you will have a bar plus a plus a bar b bar c plus a bar b c bar. You know that a bar plus a will be 1, So when BC is multiplied by 1, it will be BC plus A bar B bar C plus A bar B C bar. So here you can take out C as common in the first two expression. So it can be written as B plus A bar B bar plus A bar B C bar. Now you can use here the distributive law, and it will be C in bracket B plus A bar dot B plus B bar plus A bar B C bar. Now B plus B bar is equal to 1, so it will be C in bracket B plus A bar plus A bar B C bar. If you multiply C here, then you will find CB plus CA bar plus A bar B C bar. Here you can see that A bar can be taken as out, so it will be CB plus A bar in bracket C plus BC bar. Again you will use here the distributive law, and it will be written as CB plus A bar. This can be written as C plus B dot C plus C bar. C plus C bar again is 1, and when you multiply 1 by bracket C plus B, you will obtain C plus B. So you will find CB plus A bar in bracket C plus B, and your final result is CB plus A bar C bar plus A bar B bar. Now you have to solve this problem. Y is equal to bracket AB dot bracket C plus BD whole bar bracket close plus AB bar bracket dot CD.